Now practice. Practice. At word level, look at these words. If you read like this, landlocked, mountains, thousands, question, that's not English rhythm. That's still Chinese rhythm. The English rhythm would be like this. Look at these dots, and you see a big one and a small one. And you can see the big difference between the big one and the small one. So we're going to read like this. So landlocked, landlocked. Emphasis on the stretched syllable, land. The second, mountains, mountains. So it's not mountains, 1, 2, exactly the same. There is a difference between the first syllable and the second one. So mountains. You can hear more stress on the first syllable. And this one, thousands, thousands. Next, question, question. A lot of people say question, question, and that's Chinese, it's not English. Question, question. Word level. And look at these words. When the word stress is on the second syllable, like begin, begin, and you can hear that the b, the unstressed syllable, is pronounced very, very weak. So begin, begin, not begin. And this one, Japan. Hear the difference, Japan, not Japan. And this one, Switzerland, Switzerland, not Switzerland. Look at this one, another, another. It's a very familiar word, but it's not easy to pronounce. You do not say another. That's Chinese. English way is another, another. So this stretched syllable, na, stands out. Next, geography, geography. Next, Madagascar, Madagascar. At the phrase level, we say in common. Do not say in common. Chinese, English, in common. Very similar like this one. Surrounded, same. So the phrase and the word share the same rhythm pattern. In common, surrounded. Of course, begin. Phrase and the word share the same rhythm pattern. Next, here we have the first syllable stressed and the last syllable stressed. And then we have two unstressed syllables in between. So there is a difference between the stressed syllables and unstressed syllables. So you're not going to say, go to the beach, Chinese. This is Chinese. The English way is, go to the beach. Go to the beach. At sentence level, look at this sentence. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 stressed syllables. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 unstressed syllables. We're going to make a difference between the stressed syllables and the unstressed syllables. How to read it? So, how do countries become landlocked? Try to hear the difference. So, how do countries become landlocked? let me do it in a little bit more exaggerated way. So, how do countries become landlocked? So, how do countries become landlocked? A long sentence. Stress the syllables. Okay, listen to me and try to figure out the difference between the stressed and unstressed. What have the following countries got in common? Australia, Japan, the United Kingdom, Iceland, and Madagascar. Listen again. What have the following countries got in common? Australia, Japan, the United Kingdom, Iceland, and Madagascar. More practice. Look at the sentence and try to read it aloud by yourself first. Now listen to me and compare your version and my version. Giving presents is also about showing you care and that you know and understand someone. Listen again. Giving presents is also about showing you care and that you know and understand someone. Common mistakes may include, here, people say showing you care, you is stressed. Another mistake would be to stress that, and people under that, you know. And another mistake, a common mistake, would be to stress someone. So if you read like this, giving presents is also about showing you care, and that you know and understand someone. That's not correct. A paragraph. Look at this paragraph and try to read it by yourself. Please read it silently. Now listen to me and try to find out the difference between your version and my version. And also try to compare the different feelings, the different feel for the rhythm patterns. So, how do countries become landlocked? If you were Swiss or Nepalese, you could probably never thought things could be any other way. Switzerland's mountains, like Himalayas, have formed a natural boundary for thousands of years. But there are borders and there are borders. Where one country ends and another begins is not something that is fixed for all time. All right, now let's summarize what we've learned in this section. We talked about the difference between the English and Chinese in their rhythm patterns. The English is characterized by its stress-timed rhythm patterns, and Chinese is syllable-timed. We emphasized that in English, there is a big difference between stressed syllables and unstressed syllables, and the difference can be heard. Some students may ask me, how do I know which words should be stressed? And how are they stressed? All right, we're going to talk about that in Chapter 3.